Have you ever wondered what the process looked like for making videos like these? Me too, so I'm gonna try it. For the next week, I'm gonna be bringing you guys along with me for every step of planning, shooting, and maybe some editing, an entire day in the life video. From scripting to storyboarding to making a shot list to actually going out there and shooting and then finally putting it in your computer and editing. You guys will see every step of the process and I'll do my best to explain what I'm thinking and why I make the decisions that I make. So it's a video about making a video. It's Videoception. All right, it's Friday. I've got my Chick-fil-A and I have a little bit of extra time, so I figured let's start writing this thing. So I'm sure most of you guys know who Adrian Purr is. Massive social media filmmaker. He got shouted out by like the CEO of Instagram for his content creation. He credits a lot of his success online to what he calls his paper edit, which essentially just means he does all of his pre-production, his storyboarding, his scripting, his shot lists, everything in his notes app. It streamlines his production and editing processes, and he says it's the main reason why he's been able to post every single day for 365 days. So I've tried to implement something similar to that to my own workflow, except I don't do it in the Notes app. I can't do it the way that he does it. I do it in Google Docs. So for any good video, you need a story, especially so for something like a vlog. I used to watch a lot of Casey Neistat when I was younger, and I decided to start making vlogs, but I didn't know the first thing about storytelling. I'm still not that great at storytelling, but I didn't even try back then. Like the videos were literally just, I'm doing this, I'm gonna do this later. Oh, I'm doing this later, but now we're gonna go do this. Like it was so boring. There was no story. There was just no excitement, no rise and falling action. We're gonna do better now. So let's just begin with the premise of the video. I want this to be a day in the life, but to create some sort of story, I'm gonna also say day in the life of a content creator who is behind on content. This way that gives us some sort of obstacle to get past or a goal to get to by the end of the video. So this is obviously supposed to be a realistic situation, a realistic day in my life. So with the premise for the video being set and it actually being true, I am very behind on content. Now I'm just gonna outline the things that I do throughout my day that I think would be interesting, that I can create some sort of story around to give a little more detail to myself before I start making my shot list and my script and everything like that. So obviously we can wake up, work, lunch break / shoot prep, work again, work out, shower, eat, shoot, edit. That's about it, right? Okay, now we have the premise for our video. I think it's good to figure out what sort of vibe you want the video to be giving off. For example, I really like this channel, Her 86 Square Feet, or something like that. She just makes very simple vlogs, no voiceovers, just captions at the bottom with beautiful shots, beautiful color grading, and a clear-cut story in each video. So that's kind of what I'm gonna try and go for here. I might do little voiceovers in the middle, but for the most part, I want it to be captions and sound design. And since my day is pretty uneventful, I'm just gonna go for a very chill vibe, nothing crazy, maybe throw in some high energy music when I'm working out just to switch things up so it's not just a flat line like this. So that's kind of the vibe I'm gonna go for. So I'm gonna go to Epidemic Sound and look for some music. Okay, so I got these 4. We have Distance by Sulu. Oh, I love that. We have Nacho's Theme by Oxjack and Bagel. Nice vibes. Something a little bit more upbeat by Rebecca Mardal. You feel me? And then for the workout, we go something crazy. It's like a Meek Mill beat. Hard. Nice little switch up there, yeah? And usually once I pick the music and I get the vibe, I get my outline done and move on to scripting. I don't have any real process for writing a script. I kind of just put down whatever I think of and then try to organize it as best I can. Kind of going back to when I was in school and you have a burger and it's like the intro and then you have your body and then you have your outro. Same kind of thing, just back to the basics. I'm a terrible writer, so that's as complex as I can go in my head. So that's all I do. I just get it down on a page and organize it in those 3 steps. So I'm gonna do that and I'll get back to you guys. Okay, it's the next day. I just finished the script. And unfortunately, this is where things start to get a little bit slow. Once I finish my script, I go back through it and make comments on every single sentence to write down the ideas that I have for B-roll for those sentences. Sometimes I'll do it while I'm writing like I did right here. So just as an example, I'll select this, add a comment. We'll do 1 because this will be in my room. And then I'll just type out sitting back at desk comment. so I can see exactly what my thought process was when I was writing this sentence. And I'm also using this one at the beginning as sort of an organizational tool, so we can group each B-roll shot by location later on to make it a little bit simpler for us to shoot the B-roll. So again, I'll see you guys in a little bit. I gotta go through this whole thing. It's gonna be all yellow. You see that? It's nighttime. I've been here for like 4 hours just doing this, but finally I'm done. I've made comments on every single sentence of this entire script with the idea for the shot that I have for that sentence. And then I went back and copied all of the comments and organized them by location so that I know what I need to shoot where. But I've been here for way too long. Like, this workflow is absolutely terrible. Do not follow this. Please do let me know if there are other options for this sort of thing, because I like being able to write out my ideas and organize them based on location, but there's gotta be a better way to do this. So if you take anything from this video, take not doing this. But anyway, look, so we are fully set up to be able to shoot all day tomorrow, but there's a twist. This film is gonna be a one lens film. It's the lens in this box, and it's easily the coolest, most innovative lens I've ever used. This is the Rokinon ReMaster Slim 3, and it's the world's very first modular camera lens. The kit comes with a base module and 3 different lens inserts: a 21mm 3.5, a 28mm 3.5, and a 32mm 2.8. Each of these can be swapped in and out of the magnetic housing, all while leaving it attached to your camera. The whole kit is only 19mm long and weighs only 70 grams, which means it's the perfect lens to bring along with you wherever you go. What's even more impressive is that this tiny housing has a linear stepping motor built into it that's a little bit noisy, but it's quick, accurate, and precise for both photo and video. But the icing on the cake is that it covers a full frame sensor. Okay, so I just woke up. Obviously my hair is messed up, so I figured I'd do the bathroom scene while my hair is still messed up. I have my camera set up right here. Hold on. I've got the Remaster Slim 3 with the 32mm f2.8 on here. I was gonna put a macro tube, but the focus was just way too close, so forget that. We're just gonna get a quick close-up of the toothbrush and then one more of me brushing. So that's it. You just twist it and then it pops right out. And then you just slide this one in, match the notch to that white part, just twist it. You got a whole new lens. My white balance was wrong. Oh, actually, no, good. Alright, scene done. Since the list is all planned out already, I'm just going to shoot everything I possibly can within my room, and I'll just have you guys watching. Oh! I don't want to do this anymore. All right, so we're back. I was absolutely dead after shooting all of that content, both for this video and for the actual video itself. So I gave myself the night off, started working on it again today. Got a decent amount of work done on it after work. Completely forgot to record just because I wanted to get this thing done because I was supposed to get it done by today, but I'm gonna try and have it done by either tomorrow or Friday. Anyway, this is the process that I do. I usually start with color grading, one, because it's my favorite part of editing, and two, because I think it's important to see how the clips look before you decide on putting them in the video and editing around them and all that stuff. So I color grade first, then I do very rough cuts of the clips in here, pretty much just getting rid of dead silences, getting rid of the ends and beginnings where there's nothing going on, and compile that all into one timeline. Then I move into adding music. Once I add music, I do more precise cuts, cutting to the beat, cutting to the transitions that I've done within the camera while shooting. And last, I do effects and graphics and like text and stuff like that. So for this one, there's not a lot of effects or graphics or text or anything like that. It'll pretty much just be the captions that I write and have on screen at the bottom. So yeah, as you can see, I've already color graded and cut together some of these clips. Nothing you guys don't already know how to do, but I will go through my color grading process because I'm grading this a little bit differently than I do my normal videos. So let's get into that. All right, so we'll go to my favorite clip, which is actually this last one. I just love the way this framing is and the lighting. I like it a lot. So going back into the color tab, it's pretty much the same setup as before. We have our color correction in the adjustment clip, and then we have the adjustment clip added to a group where we have our grade going on top of it. So going back to the color correction, we'll just go node by node, I guess. So I usually start with enabling the LUT. This is the Leeming LUT, same one as before. Actually, not the same one as before. He updated it. This is the Leeming LUT 4 with the one-touch finish. So if you compare it to the pure, there's a lot less contrast in the pure. So the one-touch finish, it's like a one-touch. You're supposed to be able to just put this on and it will give you the contrast that you need. It doesn't necessarily do that for me, but we will move on. So I usually enable the conversion LUT first, then I can go in and change our white balance. It's a little bit too blue for me, like a little perfect and clinical. So I just added a bit of warmth and a bit of green tint to it just to give it a little bit of character. We'll move on to our exposure node. Again, I think this one was pretty well exposed. Yeah, looks like I didn't do anything to this one. So good job me. And then after our conversion LUT, we go straight into our contrast node. I just add a bit of contrast. I have it set to 1.2 with a pivot of 0.648. I've just found that through my testing with this new LUT, that's kind of where I like it to be. Skin node, there's not a lot of skin here. I mean, it's just the back of my head, so I didn't do anything with that. Moving on to the grade. Since that color grading tutorial, I've since bought the full version of DaVinci Resolve. So this first node is a halation effect. So if I zoom in here to my head, you can see the little bit of glow coming around. Turn it off, turn it back on. These are my settings. This is like literally the first time I'm using this effect, so probably don't copy this, but I don't know, I've found that this looks kind of nice, so that's what I'm going with for now. This isn't a Kodak 2383 emulation grade. This is like a very general, like filmic, I don't even know really what to call it. I'm trying to make it look like film. So the second LUT is just turning down the clarity. You can see if I zoom in my hair, this is without it on, this is with it. So I pretty much just go in here and drop the mid detail to -47. Not a scientific number, purely just based off of what I've figured out kind of looks nice for my footage when I'm trying to get this kind of look. That's the second node. Then we have our saturation density node. You guys know what that is if you watched my color grading video. If not, it'll be right there. Pretty much just gives you deeper saturation. That's the best explanation that I can give to you. Next up, we have an exposure node. This, I just went into the curves. I dropped the shadows a bit and then also raised the midtones a little bit and also crushed the whites because I don't know, I kind of like the way that looks. Moving on to hues, I have custom hue curves. Again, very to taste. Nothing too fancy there. Next up, along the lines of a clarity node, I'm adding a bit of film blur. Holy crap, that's kind of a lot of film blur. Maybe I'll turn that down a little bit. Just go 0.1. Actually, from here, it doesn't look bad. Anyway, we're going for a very general filmic look. So we're adding film blur. And then last but not least, I don't even know what is this? Oh, film grain, duh, okay. So this is without, this is with. Obviously you can tell it's very prominent. I have the opacity at 100. Honestly, should probably drop it to like 85. Yeah, we'll do that. Cool, and so that's the grade. We'll look at it on another clip just so you guys can see. Just a simple one of me walking down the stairs before S-log, after my grade. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. And so yeah, pretty much I've just done the basic rough cuts. I dumped all my footage in here, obviously color grading, and then there are still a couple of scenes that I need to shoot. Just really quick ones, nothing crazy. So I just left some space in between the sections so that I know where those go. So now I'm gonna dump in some music and see if I can make something interesting of my typical day in the life. Ooh, I love that. That is so cool. Okay, let's just do the aggressive one for the workout portion because it's quick, shouldn't take too long. I look crazy doing back extensions. That was wild. God, I look stupid. That's crazy. So we have the sunset. Oh, that's kind of cool. So let's cut the music here. We'll scoot it up to where the transition happens. And let's see. Boom. Hey, 20s. This was, okay, look. I did this after my entire workout, so I'm just doing it with 20s. I can do it with 25s, all right? Swipe down transition, we're doing curls, da. We'll just get rid of this. We'll make this really quick. Okay, let's get action. Boom. Boom. On beat, action. Why is this not like this? Let me know what you guys think. This is obviously 16:9. I kind of like how it looks 4:3. I think this adds a little bit of character to it. Especially considering we're already trying to color grade to make it look like film. I think this is kind of a cool little addition. Let me straighten this out a little bit and then stabilize it with the camera lock. Actually, kind of don't like that. Yeah, gives it a little bit of energy. That was like 500 pounds right there, I swear. This was actually during the workout. This was after, so I'm gassed. Well, I'm not going all the way down. I know, it's okay. Okay, so this is done. So I do need to still shoot a sort of POV with the 21 lens of me like walking out of the gym. So that was like the conclusion. And then there was gonna be a transition of me swiping up in the shower. It's not gonna be me, but just like with the shower running, swipe up into transition to that. And then a swipe left or a swipe down into food, and then a swipe right into me walking into the room. So I need to shoot all of that and put that in this little section. It shouldn't take too long. Like I said, I gave myself the night off because I was exhausted after this entire day of shooting and editing and shooting the shoot. So at this point in the video, okay, so I should fade out like here. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Fade out here, leave ourselves some space. Let's start from the beginning. I kind of wanted to keep this beginning part silent. I was gonna do a little bit of text here, leave this silent, and then as soon as I open the drawer, I was gonna start it off with this song. Not this song, the cool one, the one with the really cool intro. Where's the drop of this song? Okay, so the initial drop is here. We'll go, let's just put it there and see how I do. Walk off, straight to the toothbrush. Okay, I like that. Let's just do a little fade in. Nope. Okay, when do I open the drawer? Boom, it's when it stops, marker, line those up. We have a crossfade. I like that. As I walk off, the music starts. Brushing teeth. Goddamn, look a little happier, please. Yeah, I didn't even have to cut it. It cut on the beat like that. That was crazy. Oh, look at that. Grab that laptop. Wait, this is like on beat already. Oh, that one was not. But that one kind of needs to be there. Oh, it kind of works. Dang, why is this all cutting like perfectly? This is crazy. Why is my sleeve purple here? I'm just gonna grab the purples right here and drag them. Yeah, see, 8-bit footage, man. This is why people rave about 10-bit. Because look at the artifacting. That looks crazy. This is how it is. Look at that. That's wild. You know what? Some of us can't afford that. So, gotta make do with what we got. Let's just make this 0. Oh, Jesus. Forget it. There. That's fine. It's gonna be purple. Let's see how that transition happens again. Yep. It hit on the offbeat. Nice. This is too long. This is entirely too long. That hit on the beat too. What the fudge? Let's cut it there. On this beat. Look at that halation. Look at that. It's all fake. It's all fake. I don't have a 49mm to 67mm step-up ring, so I can't even put like a filter on the lens. Like I can't even, it's too small. So this is all fake. I like this song. The sounds too. A lot of these clips I forgot to record sound for, and I'm debating on whether or not I should go back and re-record the sound or just turn up the music on those clips so nobody realizes that there's no sound design. Or I could actually just go to Epidemic Sound and see if I can fill in some of the gaps with their sound effect library. But later on, that's in effects and graphics step. That's in the 4th step. We're not even close. We're still on step 2 or 3. I don't remember. 3. Let's go. Too long again. Script is not that long. We'll leave it. Andres Fidoza. Look, I wanted to get a clip of the car that he's recording, but I was being so impatient. I was like scrolling through to find it that it was literally in front of my face. He was about to start the GT3. Like that would have been the perfect clip. So stupid. Look, scrolling. GT3. On beat. Hey, close it. We're done. Look at the mic right there. Ooh! I do need to tilt this, though. This is, like, mad off. See, that's another good thing about having the sidebars. I can just turn this. Oh, no, up at the top. Scoot it over. Make sure it's all centered. Cool. Okay, we're walking over to the record player. Top down. Looks good. Damn, it's really... How did I accidentally cut this perfectly in time with the music? Boom. Oh, too early, too early, too early. So I'm going to go Alt-Y, unclick that, drag this... Drag this over just a bit. Where do I want it to stop? There. So right where this happens here, drag this, Alt-Y again, click, click, drag it. Hey, scissor, control. Look, you can see I put the record on, and then in this clip it's turned the other way because I tried to put the needle on the record and I missed. So the turntable started spinning without the needle down on it, and I didn't want to reposition it. I was just like, whatever, I'll just cut. I'm doing it for the second time, didn't miss, drop it down, and put the lid down. Hey, It's really hitting on the beat. This is crazy. Never had this before. This is the easiest session of my life. I'm not feeling this one. I don't like this clip. Let's zoom in. Let's do a dynamic zoom. Swap it so it's wide at first. And then we slowly zoom into scissor and control. Oh, that's so cool. There's gonna be graphics above me, I believe was the plan. Type in that password. Listen to that. Oh. I need to lube my stabs again. This board is great. Lots of typing. So this is where I'm gonna stop with the sequential editing with like the timing and all that stuff because we have gaps. I don't know how much space I'm gonna have to take up with these clips that I'm gonna shoot in the future, hopefully tomorrow. This is pretty much all I can do for right now. That's a crazy, there, boom. Oh, that's cool. Out of focus. It's kind of cool. It's like dreamy. And then, boom. Oh, finally got close enough. Yeah, okay, we'll just use this. But then I blink a lot. It's kind of weird. So that one, I actually did use the macro tubes with the lens, and it was like, it's hella close. Okay, next sequence, we have me returning from the gym. No, we have me returning from lunch. So this is me coming in the door. I forgot about the hat in the first clip. So first clip, I don't have a hat. Second clip, I have a hat. It's okay. Grab the table for the B-roll. Drop it down, top down. Actually, I'm gonna zoom in on this because I don't like that the legs are there. We'll do that. How's that look? We pull it out like the continuity. Turning around, grabbing the door. See me in the mirror, about to drop it down on the ground. Pull it, pop, pull it, pop. Another angle, gotta hold it down with the feet. Bring it back, flip it. Boom, stick the landing. Thumbs. Okay, same thing, rough cuts. Setting up B-roll, top downs. Moving the light, yup. Too long, that took way too long. Move it over, boom, stop there, cut that. Switch it over, cut, boom. Push it, nice. Turn the light off, boom, turn the light on, nice cut. Camera adjusts, the camera adjusts. Oh shoot, the camera doesn't adjust. Okay, let's cut it right there. Let's just do this section of our grade. We can drop this down, keep the highlights up, drop everything else down. Okay, yeah, I think that looks way better. So we do it coinciding with the light turning off. Like it, Picasso. Oh, nice. A little bit of a step there, but it's okay. Next, we have the scene of me on my knees. Pause. It's okay. It's a POV shot. Pause. Let's cut this. Okay, done there. We'll start this here because I'm already out with my hands. Boom, fix that. Cut there. Cut there again. So again, I need to add, what are the shots that I'm adding here from the list? I was going to do a second sort of profile shot of, because I kind of talk about the lens during this part and how I like to get it really close to the lens because the lens has a really close focus distance. So I was gonna get this like profile shot of the lens with whatever the item is that I'm showing off, like a couple inches away from it. Gonna use the 32 2.8 just to have some separation. It's on the list. What else? Okay, so B-roll, and then we're back to work. I don't want to spend too much time on work. The whole point of this is being a content creator, not being someone with a 9 to 5. Those extra B-roll shots of shooting B-roll, and then another quick work sequence, and then we're back. So this is me working on a video, and then we see, oh damn, it's like sunset time. Oh my gosh, focus, boom, transition. Now. God, I'm cringing so hard. This is terrible. Look at the color grade on this though. Oh my gosh. Doesn't that look fantastic? Jesus. This one not so much. This one's kind of flat. Not a lot of lighting. That one scene I was just under a light and it looked really nice. Everything else is just blah. Done. So I also need to add that clip right here. Or those clips that I explained earlier. But now we're back. Work is done. Now I need to shoot a roll for the video that I need to catch up on. So we're back in the room. Turn the light off. Don't need lights when we're shooting videos. Turning on our video light though. Turn on the zoom. We're gonna cut this because this takes way too long. Turns on. And then we'll cut it there. Turns on, pop. We'll cross transition that. That was a little weird. Nope. Way faster than that. I'm gonna need quickness. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Super blue again. So this is turning on the light, and then now we are positioning our tripod POV style. Pause. Repositioning, that's just not necessary to have. Reset. Boom. I sit down. Oh, immediately notice it's too low. Sit back down. drop the mic, and now we go. So this is a point of view from where I'm at, because I'm talking about where the lighting is and how I use the same principles as what I explained in my turning your bedroom into a studio video. So I would just pretty much say, there's my tripod, I have my light 45 degrees off, and then I have my lamps as fill on the opposite side. And this is how it looks. I think it's pretty solid. Fake talking. Done, we finished. Now on to the second oh shoot, actually go back, because I need this turn. Because I talk about how I'm trying to incorporate more physical transitions. I don't know if that's what they're called, but it's like if someone's walking across a frame from left to right in one scene, you can do something in the next scene that's also left to right. That gives the audience something to visually kind of latch onto as a transition. So for this one, I turned in my chair to my right, and then in the next scene, I turned in my chair to my right as well, just to show a little bit of intent when switching scenes. So A-roll again, and then turn. I hit that hard. I want to stop that right there, so there's no dead movement. Back to a POV of me moving the nightstand to our second A-roll spot. Again, the grade looks good, man. Look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at that. Before, after. I did that. Okay. Boom. I wish I would have gone wider. I wish I would have backed up. I don't want wider. I wish I would have backed up, because I like the compression here. This looks very nice. Now we're back to our second A-roll. This is where I'm discussing potentially buying a teleprompter for these videos, but for now I'm pretty much just using my laptop. So I'll do like a line or two, and then I'll look down at my laptop to figure out what the next line or two is, and then I just remember it and then keep going like that. We have this, and another physical transition, another A-roll segment, talking for hella long about absolutely nothing. This was another physical transition that I did, where I threw the box behind me, hit the camera. Didn't mean to do that. And now I'm setting up the second, third, the fourth A-roll sequence. This is kind of a B-roll, actually. Here's where I'm talking about the tripod boom arm being useful, because I made a video about why I picked this over the fluid head. And here it is, the POV of the unboxing video in bed. Knocked that over. Now we're back at the desk, and now we are shooting thumbnails. So earlier in the video when I was showing the Andres Vidoza clip, I wanted to talk about his thumbnails and how I really like them and how I'm gonna try to emulate them later on tonight. So in reality, I actually reshot 5 or 6 of my thumbnails, and they all kind of look like this. They're like super wide. I mean, as wide as I can go is like 20 on my Tamron. So I was super wide and as shallow depth of field as possible. And then I have obviously this light right here, which when it's dark in here and this is the only thing on, it's like very, very moody. And I just really like the way it looked when I shot that one. So I actually reshot a bunch of them and re-uploaded them. They are very similar to Andres's. They're not as good as Andres's, but it's just like a stepping stone for me trying to figure out the type of thumbnails that I enjoy making. Because right now my thumbnails are everywhere. They have no consistency whatsoever with what I'm doing. So don't kill me. I'm just trying to learn, and I'm just drawing inspiration. I don't know his fonts. So yeah, so this was that whole sequence. I was talking about how the video has 3 different things that I'm talking about, and I'm gonna line them up on the desk, see them in the background. And this is just like a POV of when I was taking the picture. I also had a third person, but I didn't like how that looked. It looked kind of funny. So now this is finished. We're gonna go into DaVinci and just start pretty much doing what I'm doing right now. I should be recording myself. Why am I not recording myself? Another POV shot. I was thinking of using the 360 cam for this, but I think the 21 is wide enough. I think this looks pretty nice. Ugly face right there. This is a long clip too. Cut this. Look, this is me. Look, I got serious. I turned the cat backwards. I'm like Ash Ketchum. You see that Charizard right there? You think I got this because I only have 1 gym badge? Come on. So I'm working, whatever, working. I got serious. I turned the cat backwards. I used backlighting for this scene. I like the way this looks a lot. I don't like how this halation is so strong. I might turn it down a little bit. Close up. I also really like this scene. This is like there are a lot of scenes like this where it's like the ultra wide close up. I actually talk about it in my other video. There was one from that Leonardo DiCaprio movie where he fights a bear, and then also in Get Out when that lady starts to cry. You'll see it in the video. But I really like these wow. I like this clip a lot. This is clean. I really like these wide, super shallow backgrounds, like ultra close. God, all the adjectives. I like it. Getting tired, you know? And then me, alone, by myself. Need to shake off the dust. Put the cap back on. Get up and get out. It's over. Ah, that's clean. And that's the end of the video. Boom. Cool. I mess with that. I mess with that a lot. This is really interesting. The important part now is the script. I need to make sure that the script depicts the urgency that I have for making this content, for finishing what I have to do in my 9 to 5 quickly and moving on to my 5 to 9 stuff, because it is also very important to me, while also continuing to stay physically healthy and all that stuff. So all that to say, I need to continue to work on the script, but the video is coming together. It's all shot. I have a script. I just need to continue to refine it. But for now, what we can do is add the music again. So I was actually thinking that before we go out, and don't look at any of this, we could actually get some different music. Don't look at this either. Holy crap. Because I was thinking I could use more upbeat and a little bit more restless music for the parts where I'm working. For the parts where I'm working or for the parts that I'm shooting. I think it would make more sense for the parts that I'm working to keep people's attention during the boring part of my day. I think that's what I'm gonna do. All right, I've added some music, strings. I know how to play violin. Okay, maybe we'll just use this for the actual, like, or should I just leave this for the entire last bit? Ooh, that's cool. Okay. Here we go. We're going. Speed this up too. Change clip speed. There we go. 110. Ripple the timeline. It's kind of useless. Kind of a useless clip. Very long, useless clip. Let's just make it even faster. Physical transition. Way too much time. Switch products. Didn't even realize it. Hit the camera. Also don't need this. Quicker cuts. We don't need any of this. Jumping bad. When I look up again, cut. Clean up. Clean the desk. It's gotta be clean for the thumbnails. Nope. Gotta be right when the hand comes in. Right as the hand goes out, we cut. Right as the hand comes in, we move it again. Goes out, cut. Cut. Move that. Like in and out right there, that's perfect. I like this. I'm going to stabilize it though. Boom, no camera lock. Oh, pretty. Oh, look at how much extra space we have. Holy crap, we have so much extra space. Looking for action, like when my head moves. Ah, this is the greatest. I love this so much. It's like, oh, what's he looking at? Click something, Kyle, click something. Beautiful. Oh, it's ending at the best moment. I love this. This is so cool. Oh, when I'm moving stuff? Okay. Oh, this music is getting me so hyped. Oh my goodness. I love it. It's just building. This needs to zoom in. Dynamic zoom. Zoom in. Nice. Oh, that was good. Oh, that's so cool. Wow. I'm so proud of that. Cool. All right. I think for now that is pretty much all I can do. Okay, so we're back. I shot all of the rest of the B-roll, I think, and I've imported it into DaVinci Resolve and just kind of put it on the timeline. So now I'm going to try and organize it, put it into the places that it needs to be so we can edit it all together and hopefully have a finished video by the end of this segment of this video. Okay, so this is the lunch sequence. I shot entirely too much footage for this. It did not need to be this long. This part was kind of fun, but overall, it was completely unnecessary. I don't know what that is. This is a super quick, just pull out, lunch, bang. Okay, let's just put it together here first and then we'll slot it into where it needs to be. Okay, we got the Tesla opening, pull it out. We'll just make this a really quick sequence because this is also not very important. Rough cuts. Again, same thing, rough cuts. This one was supposed to be cool, it wasn't. We'll just get the thank you.
Sweet, thank you so much.
Oh, I hate that you can hear me singing. Ooh.
I used to dream about a Dodge truck.
Alright, we'll just skip to that. Sorry, I'm not talking much, but this is just like boring editing. Okay, I'll get rid of all the excess. I don't even use this. Okay, so this goes right after this. Ah, the continuity's not working. Oh, forget it. I'll just get rid of this. I don't need this. Okay, so I can grab everything behind here and move it up because I'm already in here. And now we're doing B-roll because I had extra time during lunch. Yeah, B-roll, B-roll, B-roll. Okay, so we have podcast scene into a working compilation. And then I shot this. I think this is so cool. It's like time lapse. And then actually what I'm gonna do with these is I'm going to create a compound clip so that they're all together and then I can just change the entire clip speed all at once. So we'll ripple the timeline. All right, and again, we're gonna be cutting again. So I decided to do my own sound design. So I'm pretty much just gonna take this little mic and put it a bunch of different places and record some audio and leave my camera right there. So let's see. Nice. 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 Okay, what else is there? Let's move the light a little bit. Okay, I gotta take my laptop out of my backpack. Where's my laptop? There it is. Good. Good one. This is good. This doesn't have any audio. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so this, I mean, I don't really need the video for this, but this is for the behind the scenes. So here we go. I'll just leave this all in while I'm talking in the voiceover. A day in the life of a content creator who's behind on content. I post videos on Sundays. Today is Friday, and I haven't shot a single thing this week. So the goal for today is to finish pre-production and shoot everything I need so that I can dedicate all of tomorrow to editing. Okay, so I finished chopping up all the audio and slowing it down in places that I wanted it slower and placing it where I needed it to be. And so pretty much what I did was mute every single track other than the voiceover and went up here to timeline and then click create subtitles from audio. For some reason, it only lets you drag up to 60 characters per line, but if you double click, you can type in, I just typed in 100 and then clicked create. And this is what it came up with. And it's pretty solid. I changed the text to be way down here at the bottom, fill up almost the entire width of the screen. And I changed it to the font that I use, which is subject to change. But pretty much what I'm going through now is go through each of them, make sure they're readable in the amount of time that they're on the screen, and then that's pretty much it. And then we can start working on the thumbnail. Okay, so the edit is completely finished. I did a little bit more graphics stuff on top, redid some timings for the captions, and then pretty much just took another snip because I didn't like the original one that we took for the thumbnail. So now I've imported it into Photoshop into this one file that I have like almost every single one of my thumbnails that I've ever created for a video over here on the side. And we're just gonna create a day in the life graphic behind me, clean up some of the extra stuff on the sides just to give it a little bit more pleasing of a look. And that is it. I'm gonna upload and go to sleep. I'm dead tired. So here we go. We can take this and copy it up here, put it above, change what this says to day in the life. Let's just see how this looks. to start with. I'm actually going to make this bigger. Let's reposition it to there. Bring up the highlights so you can kind of see my face better. We'll bring up some of the shadows too. I don't want to crush anything. Day in the life. Okay, so to get this type of text, you have to obviously create the text layer. You double click. You turn on stroke, which is the outline pretty much, and then you have a drop shadow in the back. The fill opacity I dropped to 0, because if you leave it at 100, it's just like a blob. Drop that to 0, and then you have a nice little outline. See, this is the part where I wish I went to graphic design school, or like I took a graphic design class, because I am 100% winging this entirely. I don't know anything about fonts. I don't know about graphic design. I don't know where things look good. I know rule of thirds. I know Fibonacci rule. I know the very basic visual rules. But for this kind of stuff, like I'm just guessing on the fonts and stuff. This is just one that I found in every single program that I use that I can have some consistency with. Like, that's it. It's cool, and I have a lot of variability because it has like light, semi-light, regular, semi-bold, bold, black. But that's the only reason I use this. So I'm winging this. So if this looks bad, don't copy me. I am not an expert in this whatsoever. This is the other one. I do think this one is cool. I will say, maybe we can switch it to the left side. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. Maybe I just leave it with no text. I could just leave it with absolutely no text. Let's do a gradient now. See, I was thinking gradient, but honestly, it might be better to just do like a radial. I'll just draw it in. We inverse that and then make it darker over there, except we're not going to make my face darker. Ooh, I like that. That's cool. Okay, yeah, I like this way better than this. Okay, I think that's gonna be it. This is the best that I could figure out to do for now, at least. This will be the preliminary thumbnail. Obviously, I always go through and try to optimize my thumbnails as I come up with better ideas for them, so this is always subject to change. This is going to be the end of the video. I appreciate you guys watching. Big thank you to Rokinon for sending out this lens and the entire kit to be making this video with. I have a link in the description below if you guys want to pick it up. I definitely recommend it. Hopefully you guys learned something new from watching this. If you did, leave a like, subscribe for more content in the future, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.